And small gestures of kindness have amazing power, especially when they come from an unexpected source.
Fox 6's Carl Deffenbaugh unravels a mystery on UW Milwaukee's campus that proves hope and inspiration can come from anywhere.
The irony of our digital world is how easy it is to feel disconnected, lost to our own dilemmas and devices. This is a story about human connection in the halls of higher learning.
What makes UWM special is people like Trey.
And it starts in the basement.
We get here pretty early. We start about 6 o'clock.
For the custodial staff at UWM,
This is for bathrooms.
these are the tools of the trade.
I usually get this chemical named Glance.
But for Trey Velez, something else is always along for the ride.
I usually will sit here and read the book if there's nothing else going on.
Trey fits right in on a college campus.
My favorite mythologies are Mayan, Japanese, and Greek.
He's introspective,
Creativity is definitely a big word for me.
a free thinker, free to let his mind wander.
Individuality is probably one of the best things about being a person. You get to choose the type of person you want to be.
He starts each day with a clean slate, because for Trey, it's not what you take away, but what you leave behind.
Eric Hoffer. Rudeness is the weak man's
Imitation of strength.
One morning last semester, he was having a case of the Mondays, so he left a message in Lubar 250 for others feeling the same way.
And I came in here and I wrote it right there. Like, oh yeah, it sucks, but hey, it's Monday.
He and his coworker got a kick out of it.
So I started putting more down and people started leaving notes. People will say, hi, hope you guys have a great day.
Day after day,
I wrote one for Mother Teresa.
students had no idea who was leaving these messages of hope,
Eleanor Roosevelt was actually. I
motivation,
did one for John Lennon.
or just something to make you think.
Oscar Wilde is a pretty decent writer. I guess it became this huge mystery of who was writing in 250.
A man of many interests, Trey will quote anyone from Edgar Allan Poe to Plato, Confucius to
Kung Fu Panda. Tomorrow's a mystery. Yesterday is history.
But today is a gift. That is why it is called the present.
And I actually ended up thinking like, damn, that really did kind of hit a little bit.
Whatever the source, the quotes unlocked something on campus, and not just with students.
On some days I needed them, so it was fascinating.
Professor Jay Capellish sent pictures to friends and colleagues, but the author was still a mystery.
So I asked Trey one day, do you know who's doing these quotes are cool? Do you know which class is leaving the quotes on? And he, of course, then right away started laughing and said, I do these in the morning when I do the initial clean of the rooms.
That discovery made its way to the chancellor's desk. And in January, the school honored Trey for the way he represents UWM's values. He received a plaque and that book with more than 1,000 fresh quotes.
I'm actually almost finished with it.
When asked for an all-time favorite, Trey paraphrases Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Out of billions of other possible people that could have been alive or would have been alive, we won the lottery of life. We get to experience the good, the bad, and the ugly.
With plenty in life to pull us apart, from distractions to the daily grind, you never know what or who will help us reconnect.
I hope he feels some satisfaction that those efforts were worth it. Like they've made a difference in people's lives. In some ways small, and I imagine in some ways large.
Focusing on the positives rather than the negatives are the best possible way of living life. That's kind of how I think about it, at least.
And yes, you can quote that. With photojournalist Tanner Hemker, Carl Deffenbaugh, Fox 6 News.
Sometimes you don't know where the lessons will come from. Trey takes classes at MATC with plans to transfer to UWM, though he says he'd still keep his job. He'll major in psychology and says he wants to help people. Plenty of students and professors on campus would say he already has.